Barranquilla, Colombia. Colombia's vibrant Caribbean port city right on the Magdalena River. It's famous for its world-class carnival, infectious music, incredible fresh seafood, and that warm coastal energy that pulls people in. For expats who want the real Caribbean lifestyle without the heavy tourist crowds or sky-high prices you see in some other spots, Barranquilla delivers practical, affordable living with genuine local flavor. Welcome to Real Expat Finance, practical budgets and relocation plans for Americans and Canadians moving south safely and affordably. Today I'm breaking down why Barranquilla might be one of the smartest Caribbean cities for expats in 2026. Honest daily life, real 2026 costs, the neighborhoods most people miss, and the practical tips that actually matter. Barranquilla sits on the Magdalena River, near where it meets the Caribbean Sea. You get easy access to beaches in nearby Puerto Colombia, just 20 to 30 minutes away, the famous Malecón del Rio riverfront promenade for evening walks, and that authentic port city pulse. It feels like a real working city where locals live, raise families, and keep things grounded. You have two main choices for living here. Most expats and the smartest long-term movers stick to the north side, modern, secure neighborhoods with newer apartments, malls, restaurants, and better infrastructure. Or you can go a bit more central or historic if you want that classic Colombian feel, though it's hotter and busier downtown. Here's my realistic monthly budget for a single person in 2026, living comfortably in a nice modern apartment in one of the north neighborhoods. All numbers in US dollars based on what expats are actually paying right now. Rent, $450 to $850 for a comfortable 1 to 2 bedroom furnished apartment in a modern building with security, air conditioning, and often a pool or gym. Premium spots like Riomar or Alto Prado push toward the higher end. Utilities including electricity, water, internet, and gas. And yes, air conditioning is essential here, run $90 to $160. The heat and humidity make electricity the biggest variable. Groceries and household expenses are $220 to $320. Fresh markets and supermarkets keep it very affordable, especially seafood and tropical fruits. Dining out and entertainment is $130 to $280. You can eat like a king on street arepas, patacones, and fresh fish for cheap, or enjoy nicer spots on weekends. Transportation, using Uber, taxis, or occasional buses, is $60 to $130. Everything in the north is walkable or a quick, cheap ride. Total monthly comes to $1,200 to $2,100 for a really comfortable life. That's solid value for the Caribbean lifestyle and leaves plenty of room to breathe compared to busier tourist cities. The north neighborhoods most expats choose, and the ones I recommend are Riomar, especially Buenavista and Miramar. These have newer towers, are walkable to shopping, very secure and expat friendly. Alto Prado is upscale but not flashy, with great restaurants and a modern vibe. Villa Country and El Prado are family-oriented, with a gated feel and close to everything. El Golf is a bit more established, with English-speaking services nearby. These areas have gated buildings, private security, and that suburban modern feel, while still being 10 to 20 minutes from the Malecón del Rio, the city's favorite spot for evening strolls, people watching, and weekend vibes. Daily life here has a real rhythm. Mornings often start with fresh juice and arepa de huevo from street vendors. Afternoons can be hot, so many people work early and enjoy the evening breeze along the river or at one of the big malls. Weekends mean live music, fresh seafood at local spots like Cayman del Rio, and that famous Barranquilla energy. The food scene is one of the highlights. Caribbean classics like arroz con coco, patacones, and fresh fish, plus Lebanese and Middle Eastern influences from the big immigrant community, and incredible street food. It's diverse, flavorful, and genuinely affordable. Safety is neighborhood dependent, like most Colombian cities. The north side feels secure day to day, low violent crime in the expat zones, good police presence, and most people use Uber after dark. Petty theft and pickpocketing can happen in crowded downtown or market areas, so use normal big city awareness. Don't flash valuables, stick to well-lit streets at night, and avoid the southern and some central neighborhoods. Overall, the north feels very livable and low stress. Healthcare is solid and affordable. Private clinics like Porto Azul and Clínica Iberoamericana are excellent and used by expats. You can join the public EPS system, which is very cheap once you have residency, or get private pre-pagada insurance for $70 to $150 a month. That gives you fast access to top doctors. Pharmacies are everywhere, and medications are a fraction of US prices. Here are some practical expat tips. Visa is straightforward, 90 days visa-free, extendable, then easy paths to pensionado or rentista visas. Learn basic Spanish because English is less common here than in some bigger inland cities. Air conditioning and a good dehumidifier are non-negotiable in this climate. Get a local SIM and use apps like Uber. The heat and humidity take some adjustment, but the lower costs and vibrant culture make it worth it. Finance tip, living here gives you real breathing room. That extra money every month can go straight into investments instead of disappearing into higher rent. It's the difference between just getting by and actually building wealth while enjoying the Caribbean lifestyle. This is based on what I've seen and experienced living here, not financial or relocation advice. Costs, safety, and rules change. Always do your own research and consult professionals before moving. If this video made Barranquilla feel like a real option, hit like and subscribe. We're doing a full 10-city Colombia series with a new video every Sunday. Comment below. Would you consider Barranquilla for its Caribbean energy and lower costs, or are you leaning toward a cooler inland city? I'll reply. Thanks for watching Real Expat Finance. Safe travels and smarter moves.